Imagine a nation on the brink of footballing history. A team defying expectations, carving their path against giants, and carrying the hopes of a country hungry for glory. This is the story of Suriname, and their incredible journey through the October 2025 World Cup qualifying window. Their September performances shocked CONCACAF, a hard-fought 0-0 draw against Panama. It would be expected that Suriname would sit back and try to defend for 90 minutes. But they did not. They took the game to Panama and were denied by the woodwork on 2 occasions. If anything, this should have been a warning to the rest of the group. After this brave performance, they shocked the world once again with an away victory in El Salvador, in the notorious Cuscatlan Stadium. In the Cuscatlan Stadium, the team faced the most hostile environment thus far. But instead of being rattled by the antics of the crowd, they decided to rattle the net of El Salvador and walked away with a hard-fought victory and put the rest of Group A on notice. That was the story of September. The next window, October, is the toughest challenge yet. They faced one of the group favorites, Guatemala, who just a few months ago made it to the semi-finals of the CONCACAF WorldCup. Suriname pressed hard from the start and put Guatemala on their heels for most of the game. But in the 75th minute, through a defensive error, Suriname gifted Guatemala the lead. It seemed that this would be the end of their World Cup dream. But this team refuses to give up. Deep into stoppage time, in the 94th minute, Virgil Mesijan emerged as the hero, scoring a dramatic equalizer to snatch a crucial 1-1 draw. The crowd erupted, belief rekindled. For some of the fans, though, this was a disappointing result because Suriname had the game in hand and they really should have gotten more out of it. The players agree, and after the match they echoed those sentiments. "We are not happy that we didn't win, but we still got a very important point out of this match." The team wasted no time, however, and started their focus on the next match, which is against Panama, in an away match. In fact, a few hours after the game against Guatemala, they departed for Panama, and 24 hours later they were back on the pitch, training, for what many consider to be the key match for the group. If Suriname win, they will have one foot in the door of the World Cup. This team is on a mission to reclaim the legacy of this small footballing nation where some of the top players in world football have their roots. We can't say for certain if they will reach the World Cup in 2026, but we would certainly not bet against it.